Ethereum investment Facebook group. I know I'm streaming around Facebook on my personal profile, some YouTube stuff. So don't get confused. So what you see on the screen is the group that I was invited to right now, and just offered to do some daily support calls for Golden Throne. There should be actually a description in Facebook that actually invites you to the Zoom directly. So let me see, participant Michael is still there. We don't have attendees on the Zoom directly. If you want to have direct communication with me, just find that join Zoom link there. Click that. We have 100 spots available, so you can jump on this call and ask questions and have some fun in the next, hopefully, 2 hours. So my girlfriend's at work. Luckily, some space around me. I'm at the beach right now. As you can see, I'm just getting comfortable, talking to myself for the moment, and hopefully we get some people here on this call so we can have some kind of fun and show some good stuff. So I see 3 people watching, probably not in the group yet, but hopefully either on my profile. Now it's 4 people. So welcome. So click actually the link somewhere on this on the title and join the Zoom live if you have time, because then we can have some fun in the chat and see what's going on. So just bear with me a little bit and see what's going on here on the Facebooks. Okay, we're streaming there and see more. So that should actually show the link that is clickable. All right. We have about like 100 spots available. Just getting a little bit comfortable. So I would like to start with the presentation. What is Golden Throne and why am I talking here and stuff like that. Let me think where we can start. I have somewhere the PDF. Should be there. Okay, let me just, I will clip that out on the video, and actually, let me actually start a recording here on the cloud as well, just to be sure that we have a backup and see what's going on. So this is not the, hold on a second. This is, I have the presentation somewhere. Preparation is everything. Bear with me. Just getting started here. PowerPoint. I think that's the presentation I'm looking for. Yeah. I think that is the presentation. But it looks, yeah, it is that presentation. All right. So let me get that out of the way and share that presentation. So new share and presentation. Now we should be able to see the PDF. And not sure if Michael is around. I know he's busy there and helping me on the Zoom. Just trying to figure out where's the best start. So right now, I should actually share that PowerPoint presentation. Why is it stopping? Oh, resume share. That should be working. Okay, so this should actually start the PDF file now. Maybe there's a 20-second delay on Facebook, so just waiting. Okay, there you go. There you go. So I don't see comments because I cannot focus on everything. I'm just focused here on the PowerPoint. What I could do though is trying to figure out if I can have the Q&A box side by side, just to be sure. There you go. And somewhere's the chat box. There's the other bar, or Restream chat. There you go. And refresh. And is there a way to pop that out? Maybe read only. Okay, that's only read only there. Okay. So I cannot reply to the groups anyway. So if you find that Zoom link, join me for the Zoom directly. Otherwise, I'll just take that chat window and see if there is any comments, but I need to switch from tab to tab, which is like a disturbing thing. So I'm just like on the presentation right now. And I probably just go to the Zoom to have a backup. And we are recording and I'm clipping that together, so don't worry about this noise right here. Continue and audio. And there you go. Yeah. So that works. And so what I'm looking for right now is a good start. So right now, welcome here to this call. And we are live in the 125,000 Facebook group. And I would like to thank Colinti for the opportunity for inviting me into his group to give me the opportunity to help out the Golden Throne support and doing daily support Zooms here. I will give that link out on a daily basis, and when we get going, there is like 100 people could join me live. If you need help, we can just jump on this call and help you out. But for now, we are just doing a presentation in terms of what is Golden Throne in general, why is it so cool in regards to other, or in comparison to other platforms that you might know, or that you don't know about at all. So I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest with you. You notice that I have never had a 125,000 audience so far, and I'm a little bit, I don't know where to start exactly until we get some people interaction and stuff. And so what I'm showing you right here is the Golden Throne PDF and how this stuff works. So basically, you might know some platforms like Forsage, Lionshare, or other matrix stuff where you have that either team play, which is called X4 in Forsage, or L2 in Lionshare, right? So you have that. If you are familiar with those platforms, what you see on the screen is some matrices. We have only 4, so it's really simple, really very easy to follow. And just need to find out where we start. So if you just, new to Golden Throne, this is a game changer. There's only one link. It's a global project versus, where you have a personal or team link, and you try to recruit on your own. So I know some people don't like recruiting in general, the terminology, but if you run a business, if you treat that as a business, you need customers. So in order for you to get money, you need to invite and share the opportunity. So whatever you call that, sharing the opportunity or recruiting or whatever you call that, you can only earn money when you find people that are interested in signing up. So here, the cool thing is if you cannot do it right from the start, you don't have to. You have to just talk about this and share the opportunity to as many people as possible. If eventually only one person signs up every single week, we are moving all together. So this is a global project, which is a game changer. There's only one link, which you see on the screen. There's only one link, one global registration link. So if you get the link from me, and you don't like me, you may be not signing up under me. It doesn't matter. If you like to get the link from someone else, it's the same link, right? There's only one. So that is the first game changer. It is just a one link registration process. Everybody is making the same commission. So it doesn't matter if it's ID number 1, If it's ID number 5000, there's only the same amount of commissions. And in regards to costs, the registration cost is 300 Tron, and then the profits that you can make after you cycle through the four matrices only, you know, that's like 36,000 Tron as a profit at the end of the day, right? So it's very, very simple, very easy in terms of how many matrices there is, and you only need 510 people, which means it's not your personal effort, it's a global effort. So after you have registered, and we have like 510 people joining this opportunity, that's where people are getting cycled. So the thing is that the earlier you are joining the platform, the earlier you will get paid. However, as everybody is just promoting one link, and once everybody knows about this opportunity, this will quickly move. You know, we have 5,000 people right now, maybe 6,000. I need to check that number in a moment. But I know on day number one, we had like 3,000 people in the first couple of hours. And while I was, you know, showing how to sign up with the blockchain directly, as the website was, you know, really slow, as we did not expect so many people joining from day number one. You know, we had some great servers, but still the website was slow. So, you know, I helped our audience out. We went to Tron Scan directly, signed up on the smart contract directly, and I was showing people on how to register there. And I showed them my own wallets. I had like 20 wallets prepared, and I did like the first 10 accounts in 10 minutes. So after maybe 2 hours, people in the audience are actually talking about that they got paid. I did check my wallets there and was paid on the very first 4 accounts right from the start. So I know now everybody's just waiting for the profit, and that's why we are doing a daily support Zoom for this, to answer any kind of questions you have. If you are already in Golden Tron, if you need help, we will be there for you. And also, if you are interested in joining the platform after this presentation, feel free to leave a comment on this post on Facebook, or just join the Zoom right here, and we get you started when we are at the end of the presentation. All right. So with that being said, this is the numbers that are really interesting for this opportunity. So the sign up is similar to other platforms. The 200 or 300 Tron is not something that nobody can afford. However, the game changer is, as said, we have just one link, number one, and number two, everything is automatic. So if you can register an account, that's all you need to do manually. Okay, I'm sorry. You need to do one more thing manually, and that is talk about the opportunity. Share the opportunity with your friends, your family, with anybody that you know that could be benefiting from the opportunity. That's the only two things that you do manually. And again, everything else is handled by the smart contract. And that is what literally everybody was asking on day number one, when the website was down due to a lot of traffic. The back office was not something that people could see. And that's where a lot of people got frustrated. And that's where we were talking about why it doesn't matter. And I repeat this stuff again because this is exactly why. It is because everything is automatic. Once you're registered, Once you're registered, you don't have to do anything else other than sharing the opportunity or creating more accounts if you choose so, right? Once you have the account, the smart contract will place the next person where it belongs. So every time someone registered for 300 Tron in this platform, it will directly send that money where it belongs. So the smart contract never holds a balance. The balance that you might see on the smart contract is because people were not using the registration process correctly, which is either go to our website or go to TronScan as the interface and then register on the smart contract directly. What people were doing, they sent money from their wallet to the wallet address of the smart contract. That is just like a transaction from A to B. I know I'm not a programmer, I'll probably say it wrong, but that is like, I compared it to, if you are familiar with McDonald's as an example, you have the smart contract address as the location of that building. And what you want to do is, you find the building on the website. So you either can go and register on the website. If the website is down, the other interface that you can visit to go to McDonald's directly is the TronScan website, which is another interface. So you actually go to a different branch with the same address, but it's still McDonald's, right? So if you're hungry, you need to take your car, go to McDrive and register there. I know the image is a little bit off, but you have to understand, if you are sending money from your home, put that in an envelope and send that to the smart contract, that's where McDonald's says, thank you for the money. I don't know what to do with it. There's no order attached. So the money is ours, right? And it's forever, in the contract. The owners have no access to it. No one has access to it because people are sending money directly to the smart contract. And that is something that we told everybody, don't do it. So if you still do it, it's up to them. There's only a couple of people, 20, 30 people that probably have done it so far. There might be some more people that are trying to do it that way. But that's the only reason why there is funds in the smart contract. And that is because also with Tron blockchain, what I heard about, from a programmer's perspective, there is no function when something has happened and there's an error that the money falls back to ID number one or stuff like that. No one has access to those TRX that have been sent to the smart contract. With that being said, again, the smart contract handles everything automatically. So once you're registered and the next person registered, that 300 Tron will be sent to where it belongs. So the smart contract will never hold the 300 Tron as a balance. It will directly pay out the 300 Tron to someone in the system. And because it's a global system, and for example, the matrix number one costs 300. So the payment on matrix number one is actually really fast. However, the matrix number two, when the cost, let me actually get rid of all that stuff. So let's start from the beginning. So you see the matrix 1, 2, and 3. The automatic mechanism is you are at the top, and then the first line is the upline, and then everything else here is getting paid either to your wallet. So let's say the P is for the payout that goes directly to you, and the blue marked stuff is the upgrade cost. So normally with other platforms, you would get that money to your wallet, and then you have to do the upgrade manually. Here, the smart contract will take that money, send it where it belongs, but it also upgrades you to the next matrix. So which means that if if that costs 300 as an entry cost, right, that is the payout that you will receive when you get paid. The other 300, the 3 times will be used, times 3 is 900, right, which is the upgrade to matrix number 2. So let's go to matrix number 2 and see the cost and everything there. So if I scroll down a moment, and I don't know why my phone is doing that stuff, you get distracted and you don't know what I'm talking about. So I just mumble to myself right now. So I hope that makes sense. If I would have some people in the audience, it would be cool to interact with you guys. I hope in the future, when someone sees the recording, we can jump on the call and we can get your questions answered. Let me see the restream thing. There is no chat. Okay. Well, okay, we are on matrix number 2. So this is actually the overview, matrix number 1, 2, and 3. And there is that cost. So let me see if I can zoom in on that stuff. That should actually work, hopefully. And my phone is having a pop-up that doesn't go away. So I don't know why it's doing that stuff, but I just want to make sure that we are actually seeing what's going on. So if I remove my picture there, then it should be, yeah, that should be working. All right, so that should actually be working. So we are here on matrix number 1 already finished. So the 3 times 300 is used for the upgrade, right? So these 3 payments that comes in for the registration is being used to upgrade you to matrix number 2, right? So this happens automatically and you don't have to do anything. Again, I just want to repeat it. Again, one global link, which is hopefully shown somewhere on this slide as well. And number 2 is share the opportunity. Everything else is automatic, which is the payments that goes to your wallet. So once you see a payment coming in, this is money you can spend without thinking, do I need that for upgrades? No, the smart contract is taking that money from your wallet automatically and get that to the upgrade. So you don't even see that money. So it will be automatically being used and resent where it belongs, and you are getting upgraded to matrix number 3 automatically. So again, matrix 1 and 2, similar to other platforms. Let me just draw that in. You have that first line, which goes to the upline. Then you have that payout to your wallet in green and the P, and the blue is the upgrade for into matrix number 3, right? So let me just have that arrow. So from there you get to matrix number 3, and that's the upgrade there. So, and you see the cost is actually here. Matrix number 2 cost is 900, and matrix number 3, the cost is 2,700. And everything is paid in 300 Tron increments, right? Because everybody is just paying 300 Tron as the registration, which means if I take a calculator, let me just get the calculator here. I know it's 9 times, right? But I just want to have a calculator there, right? So 2,700 divided by 300 is 9 payments. So 9 people need to register for you in order to upgrade to matrix number 3, right? Also, every single spot costs 2,700. So the numbers, the 510 people that needs to be registered for the whole cycle to make you 36,000 Tron in profit is something because of the bubble cost here. The spots cost 2,700 each, right? So you're collecting 3 times 2,700 TRX, which is paid in 9 times 300 each, right? So that is like a total of 27 people right there. Then you have the upline. So if you calculate everything together, you probably will get to that. But honestly, I don't bother with that kind of numbers, because the only thing that matters to me is, did I get paid? Did I get paid means, I don't know. I mean, were I paid, whatever, you know, did I get money into my wallet, right? Am I paid or not? So if I don't see Tron in my wallet, it's not your turn yet. So the only thing that we need to do is focus on sharing the opportunity once we are registered, and get people interested in Golden Tron, right? You hopefully get that why this is a game changer, right? You don't have a very complicated system. You only have 4 matrices, and you know, you have just a 1 to 2 kind of binary system, right? So you're familiar with that one line and the second line. So payments to the upline, payments into your wallet, and then upgrade. That's all what you know. But the game changer is the automatic system, right? So whenever you get paid, that's your money. You can either create more accounts. Personally, whenever I see 300 Tron in my wallet, I just create another account. Because what happens is, when you create the account, there's a timestamp on the registration, right? So when the account is registered, that's the timestamp, and you will get filled in the right order. So when some people join after you, the system will automatically place people where they belong, and that is based on the timestamp. I don't know exactly how the smart contract is doing that, but we have been testing the smart contract last year. We were actually about to release that for Christmas as a present. Unfortunately, the automatic system didn't work from the start. That's why it was a little bit delayed, but we were able to get that out, get launched, and making sure that everything works. So that's also a different thing that I have never seen in any company. Whenever I joined a smart contract, people were just, deploying the smart contract to the blockchain, hoping that everything works, and then find out later it's not working. And then, you got kind of frustrated and stuff. Here, the owners actually delayed that launch until everything works perfectly, and still the website was too slow to handle all the traffic on day number 1. On day number 2, guess what? The website was working perfectly. The issue now is that once we have registered on Tron Scan, there has to be a manually sync process from the programmers to the website. So the data that has been processed on the Tron Scan was not in sync with the website. So even though you could enter the back office, you didn't see your information properly. So it needed some time before everything is in sync. Everything works perfectly fine right now. The only thing that you need to understand is, when people register on Tron Scan manually and is not going through the website, that information will be a manually processed, and the programmers are not doing that on a daily basis. That will be once a month, maybe. I don't know the exact time. However, it's not a daily process. So if you are in a hurry and you are not registered on a website, you go into Tron Scan, you need to be patient in order for you to see the information correctly. But because you only need to register, and you only need to share the opportunity, that's the only 2 things that is manual process. Everything else is handled by the smart contract. It doesn't matter, right? So just to be clear, smart contract works perfectly, website works perfectly. It needed some time, it was only 48 hours until the website works perfectly. Now the complaining is when do you get the payments? And that again is all in your control, because everybody, just have to invite one person to make sure that the 5,000 accounts that are in right now will double up, right? So if you are just for illustration purposes, right, you have a 5,000 participant number. Everybody's just, inviting one person. That would be 10,000, right? Everybody's just inviting one person. If that is on a weekly basis, we double up on every once a week, right? But that is where the magic will happen. So once the numbers are growing that way, that's where everybody will see some results and get the confidence in order for creating more accounts, because it doesn't really matter who is registering accounts, right? The moment you are actually getting registered, that's where the smart contract will place people under the next ID for payouts. So let's, see that number is like 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, 40,000, 80,000, etc., right? 160,000 people. That is a game changer, right? 510 people are needed to cycle to 36,000 Tron. And I will give you the numbers in a moment. So this is matrix 1, 2, and 3. So the other matrix that is left is matrix number 4. And that's where the fun starts, actually. So here's that matrix number 4. Let me check if my screen is good. Yeah, it works. So you have still the same 1-line, 2-line system, but the payouts now is a little bit different, right? So the cost here is 8,100 to matrix number 4, as you can see here on the previous slide. So here's that matrix number 3 upgrade to matrix 4 is 8,100 Tron. So every single bubble here that you see on that slide is worth 8,100 Tron. And if you take that amount and divide that by 300, that means 27 people is needed for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places, and that is a total of 162 just there, right, with registration cost of 300 Tron. So let's go directly to the other to the other slide where you see the cost in the middle. I'll make some kind of adjustments with the color here, and then actually get that out of the way. So the first line is like that. And so you see P, U, and R is for payments, and for upline payment, U plus is for upgrade payments. So in every single matrix, it works similar, but on matrix number 4, it actually is a little bit different, because you have 3 payouts. Actually, you have 4, right? So let's just put it that way, just to make it really simple for you. You have 4 payouts, but so you have like 3 P's and 1 R, but you have 8,100 times 4. We'll get the editor here in a moment, but 4 times 8,100, that's 32,400. What you see on the screen, though, is in blue is the profit of matrix number 4 alone. Here is 32,100, right? Why is that? Well, because of the R at the end, right? Remember, everything is automatic. So once you have cycled through all the 4 matrices, you have made a whopping 36,000 Tron in profit. However, on matrix number 4, the 32,400 is not paid out in full, because 300 Tron will be taken to re-enter you in the system. So from other platforms that you are just purchasing one slot, and that's forever. And then you cycle unlimited times. Once it's full, it will recycle, re-enters you, but the cost is still the 300 Tron that will be used for the re-enter. So you don't get another ID number, but you start at the beginning again. So you will be going back to matrix number 1 and going through that all over again, right? So once you cycle through the whole system with 36,000 Tron as a profit, that is where I said this is a great ROI already there, right? 300 invested and 36,000 once you cycle through one account, and you have unlimited, ways to get registered. That's why I'm saying if you see 300, why not just take that amount, register another account, and double up on the amount. So once I have my 22 accounts getting paid, that would be like 44 accounts, 88 accounts, and so on, right? So every time I see that coming, I will have another account, and I'm just waiting for the payouts. But waiting is taken, not literally, right? It's not that you are waiting for profits. You just need to share the opportunity. If everybody's just waiting, we are not moving, and that is that problem, right? So once you see here that you are getting paid 3 times, the 8,100 for, there's a total of 32,100. So let's get the numbers actually on screen so that you understand why 36,000 in total. And here at the bottom, you actually see, the total numbers. So 510 global partners, and earnings are 36,000 Tron. So why is that? Again, the cost is, let me just draw that out. So 300 is registration, right? And that is on matrix number 1 is also the profit. So if you're taking the 300 Tron as a profit after you registered, then the upgrade to matrix number 2. So if I take that as a matrix number 1, so 900 Tron is the payment for matrix number 2. The cost of matrix number 3 is 2,700, and then the cost of matrix number 4 is 8,100 Tron, matrix 4, right? So if you are just taking the profits here is 300 Tron, then you have the profit here 2,700, right? That's 3,000. And I know it's just for easy calculation there, right? 900 Tron here is a profit. That's 3,900. And here you have 32,100 Tron, right? Because if you take 4 times, that is like this, and then you have the re-entry minus 300 Tron for re-entry, right? To matrix number 1. So that should be a total. Let's take a calculator here of 36,000. However, let's just calculate that quickly. 300 plus 2,000, let's say 900 plus 2,700 plus 32,400 minus the entry cost, that is 36,000. Yeah. So those 4 numbers is the total profits that you can make on every single matrix together. And that is a total of 36,000 Tron. So 300 plus 2,700 is 3,000, 3,900 plus 32,100 is that 36,000. I personally love it. If you have any other questions, that is the whole presentation of, I mean, it's really simple. It's just like register, share opportunity, wait for the money, or let's say share the opportunity as much as possible so that the profit's coming in fast. What will happen on a daily basis is just this was a test run in the 125,000 members group that I was invited to. Thank you, Colinti, again for giving that opportunity. I will see how that live stream was actually going. I don't see people jumping on the call. Maybe there are comments on Facebook, which I don't see. I just want to address that when I see comments, I will answer anything that has been addressed there on the next Zoom. It depends also on when is the working shift from my girlfriend, to be honest with you, because otherwise it's too loud, and the birds in the background there are also normally loud, and yeah, I was lucky that I was able to do that stuff. So I will clip the video together so that you can watch a nicer replay of the first Zoom call here that was broadcasted into the group. I don't see anything here or right there that needs to be addressed other than that we have, oh yeah, maybe we can just check the numbers on, you know, I just check if my tab is now there, and we go, yeah, this is, okay, we're just going to the website then. I think it's ABS, and there you go. So just checking the wallet. So I don't have the testimonials directly from people, but I have my own wallets. I'm not sure, is Michael available? If you are busy, I don't want you to be in trouble, but if you are there, maybe you can unmute for a moment just to see that I'm not alone and schizophrenic or something.
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome.
And that was a very thorough presentation. Great job.
Thank you, Mama.
Yeah, I might just add a couple things. If people are excited and ready to get started, there's just a couple things you need to get prepared. If you're on PC, like that's primarily what I use, you need to, the best thing is TronLink.org, TronLink wallet for your Tron. And if you're on PC, not PC, but your mobile or cell phone, I believe it's referred to as TronLink Pro. I personally like the PC myself, but that's my own preference. A lot of people, I know it's all going cell phone nowadays. Probably eventually the desktop will be obsolete. Yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to pitch that in there. You can buy Tron, many different spots to buy. You can even buy Ethereum or Litecoin or Bitcoin on Coinbase, for example, and send it to an exchange and exchange it for Tron, and then send it to your Tron wallet. But every account has to have a separate wallet address, which you can have in your Tron wallet. You can have as many addresses or accounts as you want. I, for example, have got 30 wallet addresses in my TronLink account. So just to clarify that for people, each account that you set up here, which Holger's getting ready to demonstrate a little bit, each account has to have a separate address. But yeah, you did a great job, pretty thorough. The only other thing I'd like to add is this thing's indefinite. It just keeps rolling. You don't have to do any work really, but like he said, invite people and help this thing grow, because once you're set up, you're in the system and you're going to just roll right on through as fast as we get other people in. So that's my piece for now.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much for the feedback. Yeah, I just want to confirm is exactly what I'm doing actually. It's on desktop with TronLink. I have Tron Link on my iPhone. I understand Tron Link Pro is the name for Android, but it's still at the end is Tron Link. So Tron Link has desktop and mobile, great combination. People might use Clever on mobile. That's up to you. I have that as a backup, but most of the time, as Michael says, I'm using the desktop. You can switch between those wallets easily. Yeah, I just wanted to show you my own account, which was registered under. Okay, I'm not sure what is the iPhone telling you here. Wait for 10 minutes. I'm just kicking you out, my man. So you're just disturbing that Zoom, and I don't have time for that shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can come back later, no problem. You know what I'm saying? So remove that person. You're a hacker. I don't care. Boom, you're gone. So anyway, so I just wanted to address something, and that is like, this is the website. This is working beautiful, and what I see so far is I'm just waiting for that payout 2,700 right there. But let's just go back to, that's the first ID number I have on my first account. I was registered that account on Tron Scan. So you see my wallet address at the top. You see that smart contract address here on the website. If I go to the Tron Scan, you see both addresses here. I was registering manually using the ID number 1. That's why it says 1. But what I want to quickly check is if I go to the contract, if people are familiar with contract in general, you can see all the numbers here without the website, because I still need to figure out how that website works. But if I go to recontract, I can see, okay, I need to connect. So if you don't see numbers and stuff, you're probably not connected. So click on the top right corner which says connect wallet. You will be asked, obviously we're using Tron Link, connect that stuff. And then you see all the transactions, and you see there is a failed transaction. Probably someone tried to register and failed. That would have been my payments. But I also remember that I tried to register one more time. So this failure could actually be the protection that I tried to register, but it was transaction was reverted because I already have an ID. I think that I remember that stuff. So I did that on purpose, just to test if I can register again. So if you are registered, you don't get, paid again. And the hacker is again here. I remove you, and I will close the, what's that called? The, how can you close that Zoom again? I don't want people to jump in here anymore. So is there a way to close the room? I don't know. Anyway, yeah,
I think down in your bar down there, you might have 2 Zoom windows open. You can exit out of one of them if that's what you want to do.
But that's one guy that's jumping on the call and said, "Oh, I'm a hacker. I will hack you, and I just want to close. That people." Anyway, I'm just going further. I don't care. So this is what happened on day number 1. Is when I was, going to the contract, and that's what I discussed on the presentation here. So the 2 different ways to register is the website itself, right? Which you should do. Everything works right now, so that the information is there, right? So
yeah, I would advise everybody to do that. That way you don't have to resync by going in through the contract. I think Book even brought that up, that it's best to instruct everybody to go through the website.
Exactly. So the website was a little bit down on day number 1. That's why I went to the contract. However, these are 2 similar approaches, which is the interface itself. And you see a balance here, which I said is when people are sending money directly to the address as a transaction, versus going to the address like I was doing here on Tron Scan, going to the address, going to the code, to the contract and then write to the contract and actually fill out the details, right? So I need to fill out the details and click the confirmation here. That is an order on the smart contract and register. So I did that on day number 1 around 11:45. This is the transaction 11:45 here. And if I go and check that stuff, then what I'm doing is like I just see the transaction was going through 11:45, and the smart contract was released to the leaders at 11:37 or something, which is pretty fast. We are opening the Zoom and showing directly how you can register on TronScan. So with that being said, this is the registration, and the first payout was, if I go back to my wallet and see all the transactions going through, transactions, you see that I have, registered here on this contract 14 days ago. Okay, so times is flying, but the payouts is like 300 here, and no, it is internal transaction. I'm sorry. Internal transaction showing all the payouts. So I have 4 payouts of 300, and that's what I'm saying is that you have your first matrix. So the first payout of 300 was done 14 days and 8 hours ago. So if I check that link, let's see the time between the registration and see the time with the payout. So remember, the registration was 11:45. The first payout of 300 Tron on the first account was 12:10. That's almost like 30 minutes later was that first payout. And that's only the reason because of the 125 ID number, and you only need 500 people and stuff, right? So yeah, and then you have 3 times 300, which is that upgrade thing that I was talking about. You get paid 3 times, and then the upgrade to matrix number 2, right? So I see Rekka in the room, so not sure if that's just the same person that tries to be not a hacker anymore. Reverse my name, nice. I don't know what you have to say, but allowed to talk. Hey man, hacker, my man, what's up? Talk about what you want. I don't know why you're disturbing the Zoom while I'm doing that stuff for the people, right? You cannot even speak, no problem. Cool. So 3 times 300 is 900, and you see that in the website. You have that payout already there, right? But the payout, the very first one of
I'm hacking you.
Nice. Yeah. Remove. Sorry, my man. I don't
No, don't.
Boom, and gone. So the first 300 of the 900 TRX was paid out 13:31. That is like 2 hours later, right? So within 2 hours, I got paid 1,200 in total on the number 1. And I think that the first 3 accounts got paid that way, and every other 20 accounts together is 300. So I don't know what the numbers are, but I think I calculated something around 6,000 Tron that way. And I invested like 8,000 or so. So I was like break even on day number 1. So that's why I'm really super excited about this project. And sharing that opportunity with you on every single group that I can help Golden Tron out. And just want to thank Michael to be on this call with me. I mean, it's an awesome thing when you have someone that can actually talk with you, and you're not speaking 2 hours to yourself, which is like crazy. But I hope that makes sense, that you can see my own accounts are getting paid. I'm just waiting for matrix number 3 to get paid. I'm still not quite sure how to read the back office correctly, but let me just see if I can close. Oh yeah, now I can see log webinar. And that's the last time that you disturb. Bye-bye, my man. Remove. And there you go. So this was the last time that you can disturb me. Now it's the webinar is locked and no one can join. I'm sorry. So I can focus now, hopefully now. But what I'm seeing here is that this matrix number, that is ID number 1305 that was paid last time. Congratulations on that. Let's see matrix, not matrix, but Golden Throne account number 2. So I'm showing you my numbers, and this was GT Live 1. So I'm just switching to number 2 here in front of you so that you can check it out, what was going on. So if I am on that, okay, now it's actually going back to login. I need to log in. So beautiful. This is also now improved. And here, this is my account number 2. So the account number 2, as you can see, is number 239. So between 125 and 239, that's the people that have joined on day number 1 while I was on the Zoom presenting how to register on Tron Scan, right? So you still see the last ID paid 1305 for matrix number 1, which is also pretty cool to see that we have total participants is 5,190, which is still not completely synced with the Tron Scan. As you remember, the recontract actually says last ID is 5,230, no, 5223. Yeah, that's the exact number that we have right now. And let me check the account here. So if I go back to Tron Scan, the registration for the second account here, when I triggered that, I think it is here. So I was paying 300 right there on 11:54. So my second account between 11:45 and 11:54 is like 9 minutes. Within 9 minutes, we have like almost 100 people register after me, right? So this is how fast it went on day number 1. It's pretty cool to see 100 people joined, in 9 minutes. Never seen that before. The overall, what I understand is that the whole Golden Tron project is actually, oh, here we go. We have some Facebook users. I don't know who that is, but I see there is a user. Actually, you should see the chat box, which says, I'm sorry, this is a spam idiot that is just trying to lure people into a Telegram group thing. I thought he was paid. I'm sorry. I was excited right now. But we're taking care of that brother in the group. So yeah, in 9 minutes, 100 people registered, and you see that my account got paid. Let's see when that was paid, internal transactions. So you see the payouts for another 1,200. So the very first one is this one. So I was paid about 11:54 from the registration to 12:29 is still around 45 minutes, something around that time when I got paid the first time. And then let's say overall, if I just check the last payment of the second account, that is paid around, okay, midnight during that day. So yeah, I needed to wait a little bit, but yeah, that was midnight. But let's see if I find another payout. So that's like, yeah, let me see that quickly. Yeah, every other payout is like 0046, so it's like midnight my time. So within 24 hours, I got paid for the second account. And let's jump to account number 3. And then I might actually go through some Facebook posts if there's any comments. And then I'm closing the first Zoom. So I think that we are doing a first good job here. And if you see the replay, then feel free to comment on the replay. I will check that in the group, and then we prepare some support channels if you want to get in contact with us to sign up for Golden Throne. If that sounds something that looks interesting to you, or have additional questions, then we can just do it that way. So if I go to my third account and go for the transactions, internal transactions, you see, okay, let me go back to transactions first and then check the smart contract itself registered around 11:57. So there are 3 minutes between account number 2 and 3. So you see how fast that can go on ThroneScan. I had trouble to register any account during testing because of my location here in Germany. I had to use VPN and still did not play out very well. So I was like, register 4 accounts in 4 hours was not pretty cool to do the testing. But unfortunately, I cannot just go to ThroneScan and do the manual registration. That is not how we do the testing. You need to understand what is the smart contract doing in regards to the website. So I was not able to do it there, but I was able to do the live registrations in front of an audience on ThroneScan very fast. Yeah, the third account was registered 11:57. If I go to the first payout, 11:57, to my first payout on this account, that was at 12:38, so also 45 minutes approximately, and then probably, okay, that took a little bit longer. So the upgrade to matrix number 2 on the third account happened around 2 days later. So that was the 15th, and it's around 5 p.m. So it took 48 hours after this registration to get paid. So that's how you can see. I mean, it's like the third account. If you go for login, let's see the ID number between my second and this ID. Let's see how many people were registered. This is 288. So 239 is like 40 more people in 3 minutes. So we have great momentum on day number 1. It's slowing down a little bit here because everybody's just waiting for the profit, and we need to change that. So you need to understand the only way to get paid to help that project is by sharing the opportunity and find one person on your own, to actually sign them up for 300 Throne. That would help and boost the Golden Throne project from 5,200 to 10,400 people, just to make sure that you understand, one person every single week would double up the account numbers every week. If you can do it better in terms of every single day, that would be even better. But at the end of the day, we are moving, and it's only a matter of time when you get paid. Because of the automatic system, you don't really have to be that impatient, if you just have other stuff to do. I mean, it's just you are getting registered and you can enjoy anytime you get paid, you see that money, then everything is cool. Other than that, share the opportunity as best as can. While we're doing the Zoom calls here live on Facebook, feel free to share the Zoom presentations, and let your friend jump on the call. He can ask any kind of question. If it's a woman, of course, it's a she, but I just mean that it doesn't matter who joins, right? This is I think it's a great opportunity. I cannot express that more. I know other platforms charges like $100. I cannot afford 20 accounts with that kind of entry cost. 300 is a no-brainer. Starting a business under less than $10, because you'd have to see it as a business, right? I mean, that is an opportunity where you can just start a business by getting customers into that system and enjoy the profits. That's all what I can say today. I'm not sure if anything else is missing. I still have Michael on the call. If he wants to get the final word, feel free to jump in. Other than that, I would just close the Zoom for now, or maybe check if there's any Facebook comments, but I'm not sure if there are any. If you see anything.
No, like I said earlier, you did a great presentation. I think it was very informative, a good start for our first run at it, and it'll get better. Yeah, we're here to help. We're here to help on the signups. We're here to help with any information you need. And that's all I have for today. And thanks again for presenting to everybody. Okay.
Is that a good time for you, actually? I'm not sure. Where are you located?
I'm in Clearwater, Florida. It's 3:30, almost 3:30 Eastern time, which, yeah, I'm fine. I'm online every day. So.
Well, you're working from home?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome. So, yeah, I think I just connect them with you in terms of if you're available for, having at least one person on this call that can, help me out with any, interview stuff or getting people also, on board if you see. I mean, we can work out something together.
Yeah, I'll be happy to do that.
Awesome. Great to have you on the call, my man. Thank you so much for helping out, and have a great rest of the day. If you want to connect with me outside after this call, then feel free to reach on Telegram out. No problem. Other than that, have a great rest of the day, everybody, and hope you like the replay then. Leave a comment, and then we go from there, right? Have a good one. Thank you so much.
Bye for now.
All right.